be 1 seed, 2 seed, 3 seed, 4 at the lowest.
Here's something the NBA got to explain though.
Respect him like that.
He had Russell Westbrook had the MVP. People just got the MVP sold. Like as soon as he was, they literally had a triple double watch every time for him.
Yeah,
he made
that was his
the
narrative.
Playoffs off of a 40-foot shot in the last game of the season. Does he get MVP if he make that? If he misses that?
No, hell no. They're not giving the MVP to somebody that didn't make.
Who they gonna give it to? Who they gonna give it
to? James Harden would have won it that year, like he was supposed to.
But listen. Let's just use the term casuals for now, right? Because they might not understand the MVP criteria. They've been watching every game. They see ESPN posts on Instagram, triple double watch. He beat Oscar Robertson, He don't make the playoffs, 9th seed, 50-point triple double, and he lost in the last game against the Nuggets. They see him not make the MVP, not win the MVP. They don't care, and the NBA got to explain that.
Well, see, as a guy that studies this, you have to understand the rules and how they are. It's kind of like the catch rule for the NFL. Oh, that's a catch, but no, by the rules, you have to come down and maintain possession all the way to the ground. You have to know the rules. The criteria for the MVP, it breaks down into 3 categories. I'm telling you, it's record one.
I think the categories aren't the issue. I think it's the issue of the categories that you're breaking it down are not conducive to the term most valuable player. Because I'm sorry.
Yes, it is.
No, listen. Most valuable player in the NBA, because it doesn't say you're the MVP of your team or you're the most valuable player on your team. You are the most valuable player in the league. And there's no way you can convince me that Steve Nash was ever more valuable than Kobe Bryant at any point or time ever. Like that doesn't make any sense. If you had a choice between Steve Nash and Kobe, the Suns would have gave up hell and high water for Kobe Bryant.
But the thing is, of course, we know Kobe Bryant is the better player, but it's not the best player of the year award. It's the most valuable. And the fact
that's what it should be called, the best player of the year.
No, because if it should be called that, then Kobe would have won. He didn't win because it's not called that. It's called.
But you have more reason to give it to Steve Nash because you say, well, you're the best player this year because look at what you're doing on your team. Look at where you got your team. You get what I'm saying?
But most valuable, he was the best player that year.
There's nobody more valuable in the NBA
in 2005. That I agree with. But Kobe was the best player in the league at that time. Wasn't nobody better than Kobe in 2005. But Steve Nash was more valuable because he put his team in a position to win more games. They was the 2nd seed in the Western Conference. That's what I'm saying.
But is it more valuable to his team or the league?
If you are the 2nd seed in the entire league, your value to your team equates to how valuable you are to the whole league. You've proven it by putting your team in the best position to win. That's why usually the MVP goes to the best player on the team with the best record. That's why Donovan Mitchell should wake up every morning and feel ashamed of himself that he's not even in the conversation. That is an indictment on him because he should be running away with this award.
So in 2005, but we did just hit an hour. Just want to let you guys know.
For sure. So you could confidently say that Steve Nash was the most valuable NBA basketball player while Kobe was on the floor playing at any point. I just can't fix my mouth to say that ever because he's not. He never will.
Okay.
Kobe, he's still the most valuable player in the league.
Okay, here go my thing though. How much value that year did Kobe show you? Because you saying if Kobe wasn't on the court, his team wouldn't have made the 8th seed. Is that what you're saying?
He probably would.
No, I'm just saying he's not.
Exactly.
He's not that.
If you take Steve Nash off the Suns, they drop to probably the 7th seed. They lose their floor generation.
Hey, but listen, exactly. In the Western Conference, he took them to the 8th seed. Without them, they are the worst team in the league.
Exactly. So how valuable
when you put Steve Nash on that Lakers team, they a 10th seed max.
I mean, who's to say that in that situation Lamar Odom don't step up because Steve Nash is now a driving force. Kobe, listen, it's all hypothetical. We open the door for hypotheticals. What he said if you put such and such in this situation. So let me walk through that door.
Fact.
Okay,
my thing
I feel you.
Is to the NBA. I don't care what Steve Nash did for the Suns. If it's called the most valuable player, he's not the most valuable player to the media. He's not the most valuable player. That he doesn't bring the most money to the NBA. Every team in the world in 2005 would have traded for Kobe, no matter how bad they were, how good they were, who they had to give up. So that doesn't. So your value is not more than his. Even if he's losing, it's not.
OG, let me ask
it's just not.
If you losing, how much value do you hold?
OG, let me ask you.
But every team in the league knows they're not. Kobe's the only reason why they win anything.
Hold up, Zay.
But they not winning nothing. They was the AFC. They wasn't winning nothing.
All right, OG. All right, you got Harden on the Nets, right? And you got Braun on the Pistons. Who you trading for?
You're going to get Braun.
If you got Harden on the Nets, right? Harden on the Nets.
Who am I?
And you, I mean,
I'm the Bulls.
It don't matter who you are.
It don't matter who you are. To be honest,
be the Bulls.
You can be whoever.
I'm the Bulls.
I got Harden on the Nets, and I got Braun on the Pistons. Who you trading for?
To bring to the Bulls?
To bring to whoever you want.
I think LeBron is the best player in the world. Listen,
that's my point right there.
I think LeBron is the best player in the world.
Good look, Dixie.
I'm probably gonna get LeBron.
Facts. My thing is,
I'm gonna probably get LeBron simply because I know what he brings, and I know what the build because he's done it before. I'm trying to win. You know what I'm saying? And I know I probably got a 2-year window with Bron. I probably got a 6-year window with Harden. But I'm going to take Bron because I know for sure, I'm going to probably get that ring because he's done it before. So I know what pieces to put around
Here's
him.
why I say you should call it player of the year because it's vague. It's vague enough to where you don't have to give it to LeBron even if he's the most valuable player in the league because Steve Nash did this, he did that, his team did this, his team did that. Player of the year, fine. But that's the thing. Listen, like I said, like when LeBron said, I agree because I don't care if Joel Embiid averages 58, 28, and 58. He's gonna have to do that to be more valuable than LeBron will ever be to the league. He's going to have to. If
I don't think they should sub it.
The Sixers right now. Boy, Ben Simmons will be on the first plane to Moscow.
Fabricio.
I promise you, the Sixers going to take D'Lo over Ben Simmons any day.
I don't think they should substitute the MVP because I don't mind no award. I think they should do something like add the best player because, like you say, if they substitute the MVP, Kobe wins it that year. If they make it the best player, Kobe win it. Man averaged 35 and 6. You know what I'm saying? Like he won it, and that's what I'm saying. Like it's not team success is the number one criteria for winning the MVP. It's team success. Whether you agree with it or not, that's just how it is.
Yeah, true.
That's just what it is, bro. It's team success. Like that's why I'm so hard on Donovan Mitchell. You know what I'm saying? Because while everybody was on this Ben Simmons hoopla, I said Donovan Mitchell gonna be a better. Oh, you crazy? I went in my group chat. I say Donovan Mitchell not elite. Yes, he is. What, you crazy? 6'10", woo. I'm like, okay, y'all gonna see. Y'all gonna see.
What you? Ben Simmons ain't that.
I'm not talking about y'all. I told them that. I said, y'all gonna see.
For sure.
I was all type of stupid, crazy, everything.
2
years later.
I've been called an N-word multiple times for saying
bro, 2 years later, I hollered at them boys. I said, you still feel? No, you was right, bro. OG, you was right, bro. I know. I've been trying to tell y'all.
Tell them that James Harden.
You gotta give me my credit. You gotta give me my credit for the Zach LaVine wave on TikTok. I need my credit. Me. Yeah. I was taking all the Devin Booker bullets, all of them.
Yeah,
like
I definitely give you your credit for that Zach LaVine, bro, because you was riding that wave. You started
me and
that
Cameron
wave.
were saying it from the jump.
I've been saying it. LaVine's a top 3 shooting guard.
He's like that. Oh my gosh.
Real talk.
If he wins 2 championships and an MVP, he might go down as like a top 3 bull ever. Like he's a dog.
Yeah.
I think in terms of pure skill, no accolades, he top 2 bull.
Yeah, I seen him. I seen him. It's crazy because I seen him progress since the ACL, and I'm glad we didn't make that mistake. We almost took Wiggins instead of him.
Oh,
But they wanted to keep. Yeah, they wanted to. The Timberwolves wanted to keep Wiggins. so
Right,
we took Levine coming off the ACL.
So look, we do this thing, OG.
Oh,
We get into the end of the episode.
Hold up. Before the hot takes.
Oh yeah.
This man together.
OG. I gotta talk to you about these. I seen 2 takes on your account that I gotta talk to you about. You made a small forward ranking, top 10 small forwards in the league, and you put Jeremy Grant over Brandon Ingram. I need you to tell me like one legitimate reason you can put Jeremy Grant over Brandon Ingram.
To be honest with you, BI is nice. He should have won, most improved player last year over.
No, he did win. He got it.
No, he did. He get it?
Yeah, they were going to give it to Luka, and then Luka said, "Nah, it's crazy for me to get it."
No, hell no. Last year, Devontae Graham won it.
No, he should have won it.
No, he should have won it.
So BI won it?
Yeah.
Yes.
That makes my case even better. Won it last year. Jeremy Grant probably gonna win it this year. And if you look at the numbers, they averaging pretty much the same, with the exception of BI got somebody else on this squad averaging 27 and 7, and Jeremy Grant don't. So, I'm just looking at it like at that time, Jeremy Grant was balling when I made that list. I'm like, it was close.
That was like that list was from like the first week of the season.
Right.
Like,
he was
balling. At the same time, Brandon Ingram won player of the week the first week of the season. He was hooping. Like, he was going crazy.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you like this here. I got a minute, right? On TikTok, you know what I'm saying? So you notice I talk real fast. I'm looking at these other TikTokers, and it seemed like they got longer time than me. I didn't comment that on a lot of videos. I'd be like, why it seemed like you talking like this and you just got all day to speak and say what you want? I don't have that. I be talking fast as hell when I do my TikToks. If you watch my TikTok, you see me, I'm talking fast. But in a situation like that, I feel like at that time it was close, man. Like Jeremy Grant was balling, unexpectedly balling.
I don't believe him.
Playing on a bad team. I'm not saying that he's better. I'm not saying that he's better than BI. But at that time,
all right, that's what I needed to hear. That he's
and they was right. It wasn't like I had Jeremy Grant 5 and BI 8. Like they was right there.
Yeah, it was one spot.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it was one spot. So it was like flip a coin. You don't believe in Jeremy Grant?
I don't believe in Jeremy Grant.
I ain't gonna lie.
He could be a product of putting up buckets on a bad team. I mean, he's having a year though. He's having a year though.
He is.
Yeah, he is. But I feel like if I put Will Barton in that same spot and say, "Hey, go do this,"
think so?
Jeremy Grant not better than DeLon Wright. Not better than DeLon Wright.
Nah, Jeremy Grant. I don't.
Jeremy Grant was never better than Blake Griffin. We gonna keep
ever.
We gonna keep it 1,000.
I'm just saying. All I'm saying is, it's very unpopular to say he better than BI, but at that time, Jeremy Grant was balling.
He came out the gate.
And I gotta go back and look at that video again. He's still balling right now. He's averaging like 24, 5, and 4. Same thing BI averaging 24, 5, and 4.
Boy, if he smell a good defense, he sucks.
Hold on. So the second video of yours,
well, if a good defense even approach him, he's scoring 15 points. He's doo-doo. I don't believe in him at all. I don't believe in
doo-doo. He's poo-poo.
I don't believe in that guy one bit.
I think y'all being a little harsh on him, man.
And I'm gonna be honest. Christian Wood keep coming out the gate. Christian Wood got injured twice, and it's like it never happened. Like
what you mean? Ain't nobody saying nothing about it.
He just got right back to playing.
Yeah, he
extremely well. It's like it's never even happened.
Yeah,
like
I don't even.
He could still win MIP, right? I'm sorry, Jeremy Grant. Your story about
it's pretty much a lie.
Oh man, no,
it's pretty much a lie.
His story about I'm the third option on the Nuggets. Nobody cares. Christian Wood's girlfriend left him at the draft. He won.
He got cut.
Every team passed on him.
4 teams cut him. And then now LeBron saying, "Hey, this man dangerous," and you got hurt and came back.
LeBron said he was dangerous in the game. I've never seen LeBron do that. He said, "Watch him now. like he was somebody's
Hey,
uncle.
hey, Christian Wood got it. Ain't nothing against him, but I just think the way the NBA works, man, I think Jeremy Grant is pretty much a lot to do it. He's been consistent all year
I think
long.
Jeremy Grant's probably going to win it too.
And he wasn't telling Montrezl Harrell about Jeremy. That's what he wasn't doing because we don't care. He's booty. We ain't worried about that guy.
Ooh, he's
All
just
Montrezl,
like,
you got that.
All right,
Liam,
second,
get to him.
Christian Wood,
Yeah.
I don't know if you
Get to
are
him,
Christian.
second video I got to talk about. In one of the videos where you kick players out of the Hall of Fame,
Yeah.
Oh,
you happen to kick out my favorite player of all time, Drazen Petrovic. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. If you go straight off of his NBA achievements, you're right. He doesn't deserve to be in the Hall of Fame, but it's the Basketball Hall of Fame. And he, in Europe, as a 17-year-old, put up 63 in a finals game. He
Oh my
what?
hooked in Europe. He was a 2-time European Player of the Year. He was a 4-time champion. He absolutely deserves his spot.
We might as well just put Luka in the Hall of Fame right now.
Hell yeah.
We
probably
can.
will.
We're putting,
Yes.
putting him in the Hall of Fame right now.
Hell yeah.
The NBA does things a certain way. The Beast does things a different way. That's why I specify at the beginning of that video. I specify, and I do that on purpose. I said, here go a couple of guys that, if left up to me, would not be in the Basketball Hall of Fame. Now, it is the Basketball Hall of Fame. You can get in a multitude of ways. But damn it, if you played in the Euro League, went to the league, don't care about the Euro League no more. You played in college.
You sound like
went to the
European
league.
Jordan.
Look, if you played in college, and you went to the league, whatever you did in college is irrelevant to me. I'm going off the highest level of basketball you played. Don't tell me, oh, he was booty in the NBA, but he was decent in college, though, so we're going to put him in the Hall of Fame. No.
It's not like he was good in the NBA. And
look, Drazen Petrovic,
probably,
I'll tell you this. Drazen Petrovic might have been on his way. He might have been on his way. You know what I'm saying?
It's impossible to know.
Right.
But I think because of the circumstance with him, you got to look at, we've got he played 4 years in the NBA and he played 6 overseas since he was a kid. That's all we got to look at him for.
I know it's the Basketball Hall of Fame, but I got to take the highest level of basketball you played at, because that lets me know whether you was good or you was Gabricio. I'm not finna give you a pass and say, oh, at the highest level he was booty. Level below the highest, he was decent or he was good.
He was way more than decent though.
He was good. That's why I say we might as well put Luka in right now.
I mean, Luka's better than Paul Pierce has ever been. Sure.
Yeah.
We can do that if you want.
I'm always down to slander Paul Pierce if we're gonna do that.
Luka's close to being better than ever D Wade ever was.
Luka might just be better than Carmelo's ever been in his career.
I think. Yeah.
And that I'm shooting a shot early, but that guy, different breed. Different breed. I'm sorry. I'm gonna be completely honest.
One of my favorite players.
If he could jump, if Luka Doncic could jump 43 inches in the air, there would be no contest about it.
See, you saying that about Luka. Luka's a dog. I love Luka, but you saying that about Luka is basically about what do you value? You know, when you value in a player, like all these assists and rebounds and stuff he get. You know what I'm saying? Everything, the whole offense is ran through him. If you notice, when he pass it and they ain't got a shot, they pass it back.
Yeah,
it's the Luka show. So if he's not shooting it, he's passing it, and if he ain't passing it, he's rebounding it. So it's like everything.
The difference between him and Jeremy Grant is God's sake.
Yeah.
Who and Jeremy Grant?
Luka.
They don't even put them boys in the same stratosphere.
Exactly. Anybody can be in that offense like that, where it's just me, and whatever you get is dependent on me. But not everyone can do it like Luka. No.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, people that can do it like him, or it's people in your top 5.
I'm gonna be honest.
Right now,
white LeBron.
I'm gonna be honest. People compare what Luka does more to Westbrook when in reality we should be comparing it more to LeBron, because
That's just white.
It's more LeBron-esque than it is Westbrook-esque, in my opinion.
Yeah.
It's not as forced. It's skilled.
Style of play.
It's smart.
Westbrook is
All in the half
Westbrook is through the defense breaking down and him having no choice but but to deliver the pass. You know what I'm saying? Like I know versus LeBron, you see him orchestrate like how Joker do it. You see him at the top of the key, holding the ball, waiting for a play to develop, trying to get others involved, orchestrating the offense versus just Westbrook living and dying. Well, if I'm shooting it or I'm passing it. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's spot up shooters around, so we're gonna dish it off to the guy in the corner because I can't get this layup. They double teaming me. Breaking the defense down. Versus LeBron, literally he's playmaking. You know what I'm saying? It's not about driving and kicking. It's more so about, hey, we got pin downs going on weak side, and this guy, gonna be open. His IQ is impeccable.
I think Luka's cut from that cloth more than the Westbrook cloth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My whole thought is if I gave Luka Ben Simmons a hint of Ben Simmons' athleticism, you just get LeBron.
At that point,
you just get LeBron.
Everybody ridiculous.
Luka need to get better from three.
He's improving He's improving right now. He's improving as we speak. Yeah, he's getting better. He's getting better.
Right,
but people didn't believe me when I said that last year that he was atrocious.
We'll get to these hot takes.
Let's get to these
okay. So boom, OG.
Damn.
Boom, OG. You're gonna do your take first, and we're gonna have you explain your take because you're not gonna be. You may not come back soon. We're gonna do our take, and we're gonna explain our take for the next episode. Okay. Yeah, we'll explain. We'll tell them ours and then explain ours. So my take. You saw my take on the internet.
You gotta explain it. What you mean?
Because I think it's just a gut feeling.
All right, yeah. Okay, if you want to just drop the take,
all right,
let's drop it.
Just drop
okay,
my take. I don't really have an explanation. I just have a feeling this is about to happen. And my hot take would have to be the Clippers get bounced in the first round.
Oh,
hey, talked about this. So we talked about this a little bit a while ago. Clippers, I'm with you there. I'm with you there, man.
Ooh.
That's my hot take. I can't explain it. I don't know why. That's just the way I feel. The West is stacked top to bottom, man. Just because you at the top don't mean it's a team at the bottom you don't want to see. Let the Lakers creep up into that spot. See squad you don't want to see in the first round. They get put out. They 7, the Clippers stay at 2, and they got to see each other.
Oh, tough.
Tell me the Clippers can't get bounced in the first round. You damn right.
I'm gonna be honest. Rondo ain't doing nothing with Dennis Schroeder.
They should have got bounced last year, but
KP was hurt, mate.
But that's neither here nor there.
A lot of people got the Clippers being competitive in the Western Conference and all that. That's cool. Very cute. Bounce. First round. That's my hot take.
That's crazy.
All
right. So you know what? We ain't explaining our last hot takes. They just gonna have to sit on those. They just gonna have to live with that.
You gonna have to sit on the Prime IT one.
They just
send it to me. I'll watch them. Y'all say y'all.
Oh no, you saw mine, the Tony Parker one. That was mine.
Yeah. And did you see the IT one? We said Prime IT was
a fluke. I'm sorry, but I don't care for the guy.
If I gave Jeremy Lin a season, you would just get IT.
We gave Jeremy Lin a season, did we? Well, we gave at least a 3-week stretch.
Barely.
He's saying that he just did what Jeremy Lin did for longer.
Yeah. He was averaging 30.
In terms of
Jeremy Lin, but longer.
In terms of this, though, here's
why I disagree with that. IT was averaging 30, and he led his team to the Eastern Conference Finals, I believe.
Yes, and listen,
you're not getting that from Jeremy Lin, dog.
Here's my explanation. It was in terms not of the talent, because they're obviously both good basketball talents. Isaiah Thomas being better. My thing is none of that changed anything. You're not handing Isaiah Thomas the keys to your offense ever. The Celtics are going to be the only people that do that. No, listen. No basketball team other than the Boston Celtics or a team that was completely would have ever did that. I don't look. You scored 30 and something. I get it, but you're 5'9" and you play
That's
like
the
you're
problem
6'8".
right there. Yeah.
Nobody needs or necessarily even wants to deal with that. Because there's two things that come out of
you
it.
might be right about that, though. You might be right, but to say that Jeremy Lin could, what's his name? Jeremy Lin, right? Linsanity. Okay,
Yeah.
Jeremy Lin could match what he did that season. What IT did that season was
No.
say that he can match that type of success.
I think you can look at it like the only place that Jeremy Lin was going to get that opportunity was with the Knicks.
Fact.
And he got it.
Because he was a billion other places before the Knicks. So
and he took those like 3 weeks and then like the rest of the season once Melo got back and he was fine. And people went crazy over him. Like if it wasn't for the Knicks, that never would have happened, or the injuries that led to it. Like if the Celtics didn't happen to need a point guard that offseason prior to Isaiah Thomas coming in, like that never would have happened. No team was going to give him that opportunity.
Also, not even the team giving him the opportunity. The fact that he's playing in Madison Square Garden brings more light to that situation, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Who's to say if he wasn't doing that in Milwaukee, like Brandon Jennings was doing, he would have been getting that same love. Real talk,
He would not have been getting that love.
Yeah, that's
Brandon Jennings dropped 55 and they gave him his flowers for a day and it was on to the next. Jeremy Lin had hit one game winner at drop 30 and he was the next up and coming.
They wanted him instead of Melo. They wanted to keep Jeremy Lin and move on from Melo. I couldn't believe it.
And I think Boston did that to Isaiah Thomas. Man, listen, they was talking about dude was better than Damian Lillard. I would take Damian Lillard 40 million times before I take Isaiah Thomas.
IT was balling that year, bro.
IT has never been better than Chris Paul. I promise you.
Oh no.
Ever in his life. And
Chris Paul?
Shit, man, come on now.
Hell no. Chris Paul.
They were
acting. There's a lot of folks you could say that about.
Boston, they still talk about him right now. Bring him back in replacement for Kemba. No.
No.
Are you crazy?
Okay.
Hey. We might as well explain our hot take since
I explained mine. Go ahead, Jay.
All right. My hot take last episode is that Giannis is on a timer. It's ticking.
Sure is.
Giannis got 2 months. He got 2 months to prove that he has slightly above average perimeter game before he's simply never going to be better than Julius Randle.
Hey, big dog. I just don't think Giannis is better than Julius Randle.
He's not. He's not better than Julius Randle right now.
Not better than Julius Randle.
He's not better than Julius Randle right now. But we saw after the All-Star break, Giannis been kind of in his bag, but he got to be better for the next 2 months to prove it.
Because I ain't gonna lie.
You doing a tween into a dribble pull up and missing? I don't care.
Put Julius Randle on that team last year. They go to the finals.
Facts. They beat the
I'm not lying. But
hold on, what?
But replace Julius Randle with Giannis last year. The Bucks go to the finals. The Heat can't beat them.
They don't lose to the Heat. That's for damn sure.
they don't lose to the Heat. They don't.
That's damn sure.
He can't beat them.
Because Julius Randle is the playmaker that Giannis is, but you've got to guard him farther out. Literally. Who's the better playmaker, Julius or Giannis? Let's be serious.
For the live, exactly. I said if you replace Julius Randle with Giannis last year, the Bucks just go to the finals. They just go.
Because I'm gonna tell you right now, Julius Randle gonna kill that bogus ass 2.23 zone that they was playing for 7 games. He's going to tear it down.
Yeah, they ain't running no two yet.
But here's the thing:
the only thing they lose is defense, and let's be honest, he's just Ed Reed for the defense. They could have been fine without that.
Listen. We've been slightly impressed. We've been slightly impressed with the little bit of moves that he's doing on perimeter. I don't give a damn. You still can't make a mid-range jumper. I don't care if you do a tween first. I don't care if you do it behind the back first. You came off the tween, you did a dribble pull-up, and you pulled it. Big dog, you bricked. I don't care.
Yeah,
bro, y'all is wilding with the Julius Randle. Because he could shoot a little bit.
Randle is just a worse AD. He's just a worse AD.
Yeah,
Even if you compare their
Worst
game,
AD.
Julius Randle just has to do more because he's on the Knicks.
I promise you, a worse
But
AD is.
he's just a worse AD, and he's dark skinned.
What does that mean, though?
He's
AD without the defense.
AD without the defense.
He's a 88 overall Anthony Davis.
So now, Anthony Davis offensively, that's Julius Randle equivalent.
Worse, not it's not equivalent everywhere.
So you saying he a poor man's Anthony Davis?
Yeah.
There you go.
Let's not say poor man's because he's still better than Giannis.
So you got Julius Randle better than Giannis right now.
Yes.
There's so many people that's better than Giannis. I don't even want to keep on. I don't even want to start.
Listen, he's just a worse AD. It's just that the biggest gap is in their defense. Offensively,
that boy, y'all
that's a pretty big gap.
The biggest gap is on defense for sure.
That's a pretty big gap.
That's why. Hey, but again, offensively, and we know that shit's more important than defense.
It is.
Julius Randle does everything better than Giannis on offense.
What's Julius Randle averaging right now?
23.
Like 23 on damn near 50, 40.
23, 10, and 5. 40%.
And he's it's like 50, 40, 80 something. Like he's going stupid.
Okay, so Julius Randle is averaging 23, 10, and 5 on 50, 40, 90 splits on the New York Knicks, who's currently the 5th, 6th seed in the Eastern Conference. Playing better defensively. Why is he not averaging 28 if he's as skilled offensively as an
because he's sharing the ball with RJ.
What is RJ averaging? What is RJ quickly averaging?
17 or 16?
No, RJ is not averaging no dub.
RJ's averaging 17.
So I want to know 17. That is not enough to stop a man from averaging 27 or 28 points per game if he's a dog like y'all say he is. You comparing him to Giannis. No, hold on. Giannis, who be averaging MVP year averaging 28, 12, and 6, 28, 12, and 5.
Unfortunately,
Randle, who got a better bag, can't put up his numbers offensively.
Hey,
but you're trying to tell me.
But that's the point right there. I don't give a damn. that 28, 12, and 6.
That
and you can't make a mid-range jumper. I don't care.
That's it. So what are we saying about
2-time MVP, no finals appearances? I don't care.
There's no reason Giannis is not in the finals. There's just no reason for that.
Okay, that I can't give him a pass on. With this, look, when you got to play a team the same way 6 or 7 different times, they running this box and one on Giannis. You know what I'm saying? So now guys like Middleton and these other guys, these point guards, they got to step up. If they running the whole box and one to stop one guy,
they're not even running the box and one. They just building a wall. Let him.
But here's the thing: I don't even think it's that though, OG. Personally, because we watch the Heat not care to stop him at all. We watch the Heat go. He can have 68 if we know that every time he gets the ball, if he sees a bucket he can go get, he's gonna go get it, and we know that it's only gonna be 2. Exactly. If you shoot 38% from the 3 on the Bucks, they lose because they only score 2 points. And it's not even about the 3, right? I always bring this point. Anthony Davis, Christian Wood, and Julius Randle have the same attention drawn. They draw the same attention from a defense that wins you championships at the 4 or 5. And because we're being honest, that transition basketball, the deeper you go in the playoffs, the less that shit matters. Okay. You have to figure out how you're going to get a bucket in the half court. Right. And not a damn team in the playoffs is going to waste their time defending Giannis going to get 2. Give him 2. We're going to run our offense completely how we run it.
Okay, so if we're going to get you could say the same thing about Zion then.
That's what we say. That's what we. Nobody cares.
I'm gonna keep it a beam.
It hasn't worked yet. Pascal Siakam, Zion, Giannis, Ben Simmons. They all have the same thing in common. In the playoffs,
OG, don't you dare tell me that you think Zion Williamson is better than Julius Randle. Don't you tell me that shit.
Don't.
Kick him.
Please don't.
I
Please
love
don't.
me some, bro. Look. Check it out. I love me some Zion. Look, I love me some Zion. But Julius Randle offensively has a way bigger bag than Zion. I'm not gonna lie about that. But sometimes it's not about how you get your buckets. It's just the fact that you're getting your buckets.
No,
And
always about how
Zion,
you get your buckets.
to me, it depends on what the team needs. They got
In
shooters and bucket getters
2021.
on. They got shooters and bucket getters in New Orleans. Not to say that Zion can't play in this era.
Bucket getters. Who?
Their third best shooter.
I mean, they just got rid of Jay. They just got rid of Jay.
He can play in this era and average
B.I. is
20.
nice.
No. I'm saying he can play in this era. Cool. But him averaging 25 points per game won't ever lead to any even smidget of winning.
Man, they won't. It definitely just won't.
I mean,
Nah,
due to
that's
this
one.
era, due to this era, and your best player, and that's why, I had to take, it might have been last year, or earlier this year. Somebody asked me, it said hot takes or something like that. I did it on TikTok, and they said, should the Pels build around Zion or Bi? And my answer to that was Bi, simply because of what we're talking about right now.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? But that still don't take away from Zion's ability to do what the hell he want offensively.
Oh no, he's
attacking
still
the
gonna
basket.
go get you money.
Yeah.
And there's definitely a place for him in that offense in the right situation.
We can give him the rights of he can get me points, but he's still not that good.
Yeah, Jeremy, he's not as good as people are making him out to be. In this league, he has no place on any team being the best player and being successful right now.
Yeah,
I
and
don't think he needs to be the best
how
player,
I
though.
talk about it. That's how
I don't
I
think
talk
he
about
needs
it.
to
Not
be
being
on the
successful
best.
though. Not being
He's being successful right now, and I think Bi is better than him.
No, like I'm talking about team, like the team being successful.
Team success. I mean,
Yeah.
if you add a few shooters,
Sounds like Ben Simmons to me.
True. I mean, but then you got to look at teams like the Nets and the Lakers. If you're not stacking the deck, like if you can't, I'm canceling out those guys and make it a competitive league. If you take away the Nets, you take away the Clippers, and you take away the Lakers, and you add some shooters to New Orleans, do they have a legit shot to win?
Hell
You know
no.
what I'm saying? With Zion playing like that,
they don't beat the Suns.
But my thing is this:
No.
those type of players don't even beat teams they should beat.
hence why their record look the way it do.
Giannis
should
should have beat the Heat. He should have never won. They should have never lost that.
I'm gonna keep it a beam with you.
The Heat was on a
Ben
roll,
Simmons,
though.
hold up. I'm gonna keep it a beam with you.
But you gotta keep that same energy.
Hold up.
That team was better. Giannis should be able to get that done.
Hold up. Ben Simmons should be an NBA champion right now. He has no excuse
100%.
to be an NBA champion right now. You cannot look at me and tell me they weren't better than the Raptors. You just can't tell
They
me.
just were.
I mean, they lost by a Hail Mary fall away bounce.
I'm gonna be honest.
Shouldn't have been that close.
Kawhi should have won two.
If Ben Simmons had an inkling of a mid-range jumper, they would have won in 6.
If Embiid didn't miss game 5, they would have won. Remember,
That's the thing. If Ben Simmons could come off of a high screen and shoot a mid-range jumper, they would have won in 6 games, maybe 5.
They win.
Yeah, they would have won, bro. Facts. Like,
and let's be honest, when they get to the finals, Ben Simmons locking up Curry. Ben Simmons he's gonna get Curry together. I ain't gonna lie. He gonna
put
get
the clamps on Stephanathon. He definitely
y'all got a lot of hot takes up in here.
I don't.
Y'all just hot, BB.
If your play is not conducive to winning, it shouldn't be included when someone is just better than you and their play is conducive to winning. It would be like
then you got to split that up.
Like Andre Drummond averaging 20 and 20 back when he was still like very efficient, right? Ain't no way in hell he ever better than Joel Embiid.
Okay, but here go the thing though. You got to split that up because that's not fair. Everybody can't win.
Oh no,
that is true.
Everybody can't win, but I know Bradley Beal can go to a great team and win and be their best player.
So why
Giannis
does his 30 not mean?
Zion can't do that.
So why is Bradley Beal's 30 not meaning anything on that squad?
Because they
but
suck.
his 27 is. So
I mean,
Giannis is the best. Giannis is the best player on a great team. He's the best player on a great team, and they're not doing shit.
Okay,
yeah,
LeBron had garbage teams that average 27, 7, and 7, and get the 5th seed in the East.
Yeah.
Well, because he's
and
actually
that's
good at
why he's the
basketball
best
though
player in the
sometimes.
league.
Bradley Beal is
That's
too.
why
He
he's the best
averaging
player in the league.
35 and 5. And
But
he
the
And I think James Harden, LeBron's play style isn't the same as Bradley Beal's. Bradley Beal's is a score first
he's
shooting
Kobe's
guard.
then.
Again, we know
When Kobe had to get in his point forward bag, he hopped in it.
Let's do
Bradley
this.
Beal
Right?
just doesn't have any inkling of trying to be a
You
point guard.
send
He's good on that.
At all.
You send Bradley Beal. You send Bradley Beal to the Mavs. That's a 5th, 6th seed in the West. That's a winning team.
I've been saying the Mavs should have tried to get him. That was the number one destination.
But you can't tell me nowhere in the NBA besides the Magic and the Pistons where Giannis is the best player and they do anything.
Yeah.
I mean, not anything, because he's the best player on
I
the team.
mean, he's
right
in the best situation right now.
Yeah.
Except if I'll give you one right now. Fully healthy, put him on the Warriors.
He's not the best
I would
player.
rather have James
He ain't the best
Wiseman.
player, though. That's the thing.
I mean,
I'd rather
you
have
saying to where he would be the best player and they win?
Yeah, Giannis can't be the best player on nobody's team and they be great.
Maybe he's masquerading. In this era right here, maybe he needs to be the second option. Is there something wrong?
And that's my thing. That's my thing.
No, there's nothing wrong with that. That's what we're trying to tell people.
And ain't nothing wrong with that. You can be the second best player. But if your play style is second best player shit, you ain't gonna be better than this guy who was just the best player on this team.
That's Russell Westbrook's problem.
3, 10, and 5.
No, yeah, but I think the problem is everybody acknowledges it with Russell Westbrook and just is oblivious when it comes to Giannis. I don't
has to
get
be
it.
top 5 in people's lists. I don't understand.
Here's what I'll say.
Giannis not better than LeBron.
And I always say this. There has been more players like Julius Randle that were a product of winning than there was players like Giannis. Every player like Giannis in the league right now has underperformed in the playoffs and didn't get it done. Pascal Siakam, Ben Simmons, himself, they don't ever, people who play just like that don't do, when it comes to the postseason, they're the easiest team to defend.
Yeah,
the easiest one.
And that's why they have so much trouble down the stretch in the postseason.
Man,
it's Giannis a bust.
Drew Holiday got it done with Anthony Davis on the Pelicans, and they stole a game from the greatest Warriors team ever. And with that same Drew Holiday, they won a game. They won a game though, and that team is astronomically worse than the Bucks right now. Astronomically.
And I promise you, the Bucks don't get a game on that team.
If Anthony Davis is on the Bucks, champions.
They just
like winners. They don't lose that.
If I
you get Anthony Davis, Chris Middleton, Dante DiVincenzo, Drew Holiday,
bro. They just added PJ Tucker just to beat the Heat.
Right. How many people can you stop in the corner? There's only two spots.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie, y'all own to something, but especially if you're talking about winning down the stretch, which is the most important aspect, what everybody's trying to do. But that still don't defeat the fact that Giannis is a analytical god.
Oh yeah, no, 1,000%.
Defensively and offensively, he's a god in the regular season.
He can be an analytical. He can be an analytical god.
And hold on,
I don't worship that god. I don't care.
I feel you. But that's why he gets so much attention and adulation because of what he does in a regular season. And this NBA players like that, because like I said, everybody can't win. So they appreciate you for what you do when you do it when you're the best at it. And that's Giannis. That's why he's not back-to-back MVP for no reason. You know what I'm saying? He's a analytical. I'm talking about, bro, if I had the numbers in front of me, it'd baffle y'all. But I know nobody cares about that because come postseason, is Reggie Miller. You know what I'm saying? Right. It's easy to defend. So, that's another book though. But just because that's what he is in the postseason don't mean he don't deserve what he get in the regular season. And that's the MVP award. Yeah. Don't ever let that
He got that. And that's cool.
That's what puts him in that top 10 conversation.
Hey, he got that, and that's cool. But CP3 always be better than Steve Nash.
Julius Randle not winning no MVP.
Steve Nash got 2 regular season MVPs. CP3 always be better than him.
So you telling me and when Russell Westbrook won his MVP, he was top 10 player in the league for sure?
I don't know about that.
I don't know about that.
I would say so. Off the strength of that alone.
I wouldn't say.
No, I give
and
Giannis
dragging
the
a bag of garbage to the 6th seed in the Western Conference
Nah.
is enough to put you in that
Giannis is
conversation.
top 10 to me still. He just won't ever be 5 because 5 is that cloth that Giannis is just not cut from right now.
Giannis is 7 for me right now.
That's exactly where I got
Where
him.
he is.
That's exactly where I have him.
And I only have him there because of his MVP.
Because of exactly what you said. We got to respect
You
on
gotta
that
respect
stuff.
that.
But
Right.
That's it, though. That's as
Now, we
far
on
as
the
it
same
goes.
page as long as y'all ain't on no blasphemy like
Yeah, I'm not.
he don't
I'm not
deserve
gonna
the
put
MVPs
a
and all of
two-time
that.
MVP, a depoy. I'm not gonna take him out my top 10 because, like you said, I kind of have to, even though I don't really want to.
Yeah, you
But-
still have to do it.
2 months. May come around. You can't hit mid range. It's over for you, Giannis. It's over.
Yeah.
Yo,
don't even
we're
need to
closing
hit a
in on
midi.
like 2 hours.
You
We
need to
should
hit a
probably
three.
start
Oh,
wrapping this
damn.
up.
Yeah,
Oh,
let's
yeah.
wrap this
All
up.
All right, Liam, you go ahead and explain your hot takes and Cam, then we'll say our new ones and get out of here quickly.
My hot take last week was that Jeremy Lin was never good. I think it's pretty
Facts.
simple. Like, if he was that good, like when he left New York, he wouldn't have fizzled out. He was a fine player, but he was never what Knicks fans wanted him or were calling him. He's never better than Melo. He's never better than Amari. He's never
He
better
wasn't
than
better
these
than Mike
guys.
Conley.
Like,
Never.
when I remember it, Linsanity, I mean, I'm in that area of the country, like it was crazy. Everybody was going crazy. He was never that good. He had that 2-week stretch, and it was great. It was fun. I don't dislike Jeremy Lin, but just the crazy notion that he was ever going to be a player that was better than Carmelo Anthony was just nonsense.
Yeah. That's
Yep,
All right, Cam, you explain yours real quick.
I agree.
Yeah, so my Kyrie, if Harden doesn't go to the Nets, Kyrie the best point guard in the league. First of all, Kyrie's a better scorer than Curry. You can debate me with that. We're out of time, but the one quick point is Kyrie's still an elite shooter, better mid-range shooter, and he has a better post game, more skilled finisher. That's how you can debate that he's a better scorer while also being able to put up 30 points tonight. All right, so you got the
I mean,
production.
saying he's a better mid-range shooter is like saying a single cheeseburger is better than a double cheeseburger.
Excuse me?
Saying Kyrie Irving is a better mid-range shooter than Stephen Curry is like saying a single cheeseburger is better than a double cheeseburger.
I don't
And it's
understand
not.
what the hell that means.
Oh, that makes
I'm gonna
sense.
tell
That
you,
makes
what
sense.
the hell I need to shoot a midi for when I can shoot this boy from 30 feet?
Okay, but you can. But in terms of scoring and your ability to score from all ports on the court,
Yeah, definitely just count.
yeah, Curry, you can say that. You can say
So-
that
Hold
Curry
up.
is better.
We do not have time to debate
Yeah,
this.
we don't have another time.
We gonna-
It does count. I get what both of you guys are saying though.
But
I'm gonna
I
grab
might
the
have to,
pistol
I might
and I
have
got
to
a
stitch the
shotgun
OG
in the
video.
closet.
I might have to stitch the OG video. Get
Hey,
this man together real
stitch
quick.
them up. I'm watching them. Stitch them up. I'm watching them all. I see them all.
But before Harden came, we saw Kyrie get into his playmaking bag, giving up the ball. There was times where he wasn't giving up the ball, but he was still giving up the ball, moving well around the offense, coming off ball, doing all this while also being a better scorer than Curry. I think he's just the best point guard in the league. If Kyrie,
Right?
yeah, that's all we got time for.
Tough.
All right. We gonna fire off our hot takes real quick. My hot take is Christian Wood in 2 years is just better than Giannis Antetokounmpo. He's better than that dude. He's already a better basketball player. Give him 2 years. Christian Wood's better. That's it.
Jay, Cam, you guys got yours?
Nah, I don't have mine. I'm trying to
Okay,
think.
give me something real quick. I got it in the brain.
I got one. All right. If Andrei Kirilenko actually liked basketball, he would have been a top 5 defender of all time.
Absolutely.
AK-47.
Mm-hmm. No, we're not talking about Baron Davis. We're not talking about Baron.
He definitely
my
did this
favorite.
number on him. That number.
That's one of my favorites.
He pulled the jersey out from the short. He pulled the jersey out the shorts. Yes, sir.
You got one, Jay Bridges?
Oh, if you think Ben Simmons is better than SGA, I got some violent words for you.
Oh, yeah.
I think Ben Simmons is who?
Better.
If you think Ben Simmons is better than SGA,
Which he's just
I
not.
think Ben Simmons is just Gabricio. That's just me. I've been telling people that for years, bro.
all right.
Word.
Yes.
Cameron, you come on.
All right, so I'm gonna give Ben Simmons some appreciation on this one. If you give Ben Simmons a jump shot, he's top 7 player in the league. Simple.
You should say
Absolutely.
that about 30 people.
You definitely could, but he would get the best out of those 30 people.
He would just be, he's just top 7.
No,
top
if you
6.
gave Giannis a jump shot, he's the best player in the world. Like,
Yeah,
what are we
but
talking
no,
about?
Oh, what? Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie,
that's- Nah.
Yes.
episode
Yeah.
Yeah, if you give
OG,
Giannis,
we're going to need
Episode
you back
over.
on this one to explain that. We're going to need you back to explain that.
Giannis Curry jumper, it's over with.
Of
And
course,
it's more.
I'm talking about I'm talking about if you give Ben Simmons a slightly worse jumper than Luka, top 7 in the league. He just top 7 in the league.
Yeah, I agree.
Top
But
6
you
or
know
top
what he
2.
said?
Luka's shooting like 32% from three. When you say jumper, you talking about midi. So what you want him to shoot?
I'm talking about
29%.
If you give him,
Yes.
if you,
I mean, something, shoot something.
shit, you can give him a jump shot. You can
We
give
just
him,
don't need you shooting 16%. Just shoot something.
Bro, I don't think that highly of Ben Simmons to where if you give him Westbrook jumper, he gonna average 30. I'm not buying that. Maybe if he was doing what Giannis is doing, you might have a point. But the man averaging 17, 6, and 6. No, bro, I'm not buying that.
That's a great point.
No.
That's a great
If you
point.
if you gonna be lackluster from behind the arc, you better be Giannis.
Yeah.
And that's real
OG,
talk.
we need you back for next time because this man just said, I was going to hurt him. He said, Giannis with a jumper is better than LeBron. That's basically what he said.
Yeah, I was
We
just
need
talking
you
about
back
that.
on- we need
I
you
did
back
a little
later
bit.
to explain that.
It was a little bit over the top, but Giannis, no. Not
You
Giannis
can't
with
tell
a
me.
jump shot.
You can't tell me Giannis with a jump.
With Curry's, not
That's
a
just
jumper.
a demon.
Giannis
Yeah.
with Curry, bro. Giannis with Curry shot. Who's stopping him? You talking about a boxing one?
No,
Boxing
I'm talking
pull
about.
up. I'm talking about, bro.
I'm
What?
talking about Ben Simmons with a slight a below average jump shot.
If you give Ben Simmons the Dwight Howard's jump shot, he would be better.
He's garbage. Still. What are you gonna average? 17 and a half?
We gotta wait till next episode. You
He
just
said 17 and a half.
Like,
But
Yeah,
we gonna get up out of here, y'all. This was the 7th installment of Skill Over Legacy. Thank you, OG, for pulling up.
Yes,
Let's
sir.
go.
And happy birthday, OG. Happy birthday,
Oh,
OG.
appreciate it,
Happy
man.
birthday.
It's your birthday today?
Yes, it's
Yes,
my birthday.
sir.
Oh man, happy birthday, man.
Appreciate that. Y'all should feel honored, man. 2 hours out of my day on my birthday weekend.
Yes, sir. We really appreciate that.
yes, sir.
Hey,
on the way
thanks
up.
for
We on
having
the way
me.
up.
Definitely
Thank
gotta have
you.
you back, man. This was great.
Yeah, definitely gotta have you back. We gonna get up out of here. We don't got time for the Instagrams. We gotta get up out of here.
we gotta
Mm-hmm.
This is your
get up
favorite Hooper's favorite podcast, and we gone.
And we might have a guest this coming week. Just stay tuned.
Mm-hmm.